I literally have a rainbow across my eyes, so I'm saying I have rainbow vision. It's an example of how you can put a literal filter physically from the outside in and from the inside out on what you're seeing and how you're seeing it. We're so programmed to disappointment, or what we're really even more programmed for is pre-disappointment. And that's because we're geared to protect ourselves. But it's really fascinating to start to become conscious of the fact that you don't have to do that, and you can start practicing the other side of the coin, which is putting your focus just as much on what did go right, what is going right, what could go right, because our anticipatory nature often, and it's so insidious that we don't quite even realize, unless we're around someone who's super negative and everything they're saying is like loaded and negative. We all have those people, and those people are gifts because it makes you realize how you might be doing that on a very micro scale all along the way. But that kind of practice, that kind of speaking out into the world really matters, even in the smallest way. And it's not like we can't be disappointed in things or like pissed off when somebody does anything at all. And I'm focusing on the small things here, because the small is where you practice for the bigger. The small is where you make changes on the bigger scale first, because it's way harder to change something bigger that you're grappling with in these sort of energetic ways. So if someone cuts you off in traffic, if your paycheck was less than you thought it would be, it's like, yeah, notice. And it's not a signifier of the future. I think that's the whole thing. We glom onto something that happens, and then we take that energy forward. And some part of us, because it's trying to protect us from getting hurt emotionally or physically, thinks that's not going to change. And then we speak it out. My paycheck's not enough. That person's an ass. You know, I'm not feeling well. Just perfectly fine. But then it tends to stick, because the pain of trying to feel better and then getting disappointed is what our system is looking to ignore, to miss, to avoid. So those are my morning thoughts today. Keep an eye out for my What's Your Power Word workshop for 2024. That's going to be released 1 week from today. And that's where we get to uber focus on what word we are choosing, and mostly why, and all the layers under why. It's going to help do a lot of energetic clearing work for you mentally and physically as we go into the new year. Thanks for listening today. Talk to you soon.